what I want to talk about, the bulk of what I want to talk about today. And that is, the last couple weeks, I've shared different kind of feelings on the different matches, but we're 1.5 weeks out. And I wanted to kind of go over and discuss and do a little kind of a game, but I want to talk about my excitement level and my expectation level for all of the confirmed matches for WrestleMania 39. Because look, here's the reality. We are 1 Monday Night Raw and 2 Friday Night SmackDowns away from what is supposed to be the biggest wrestling event of the year. Look, cancel out the Friday before WrestleMania. That is a throwaway SmackDown. That is meant for the Hall of Fame, and that is meant to just appease and kick off the beginning of the weekend. Nothing's getting set up for WrestleMania. So you want to be realistic? What we have left is 1 SmackDown this week and 1 Monday Night Raw, and that's it. The stories that we have are the stories that we have, and we have to roll with those. So let's go match by match. Let's talk about my excitement level versus my expectation level for each one of these matches. And I'll start off with Asuka versus Bianca Belair. Asuka and Bianca Belair, someone said in the Discord, and I don't remember who it was, but someone said in the Discord that they hate when WWE forces 2 opponents to tag up together right before a big premium live event. And I agree. Especially if you're not doing it with any intention to build story. If it's just how do we waste another week of TV so that we can just coast into WrestleMania? Oh, let's just put Bianca and Asuka in the ring together. Let them tag team against a random tag team. It makes no sense. You have 2 weeks at that point to build a compelling story. What is the story between Bianca Belair and Asuka? Like, someone explain to me, what is the backstory to this match? It's Asuka left for a little bit. Asuka and Bianca were tag team partners 6-7 months ago. Asuka disappears for a little bit, comes back a slightly darker and more mysterious character, and now all of a sudden she's kind of fucking with Bianca Belair, and Bianca Belair, her patience. Like, what is the story? What is the story you're trying to tell? There's no backstory there. And so what we have is we have to lean into, this is what WWE does to us, guys. We have to lean into, we have to make up our own story. We have to make up our own reason to watch. And so the reason that we go with is, well, it's just, Asuka's a cool new character and Bianca's been a champion a long time. So let's get behind this. I wish, to me, that there was a bigger difference in the Asuka character from the pre-change to the post-change of like the disappearance. I wish Asuka was a much darker character. Right now, she's teetering on like this kind of Joker maniacal character, but she's not tipping over the edge. She's not, I haven't seen anything extremely like heelish from Asuka. We've seen almost kind of a little level of like almost respectful, but like I would have liked to have seen her just completely turn on Bianca in that match and absolutely not care about what was going on. That would have made more sense. But there's not a lot of story to this. This is being set up. If I'm just predicting here, this is being set up for Bianca to be the longest running Raw Women's Champion of all time. And I don't love that as the premise for a story. That doesn't make for a good story. So my excitement level for this match is a C. It's a solid C. It's completely average. It's right in the middle. My expectation is that this match maybe overperforms because Asuka is a high-level performer and Bianca Belair is capable of putting on a high-level match. So excitement level, I'll say C, and I'm prepared to have my expectations raised for that match to a B. So let's move on. Let's talk about Austin Theory and John Cena. Austin Theory has done what I would call an adequate job over the last 3 or 4 weeks of piquing interest in a match with John Cena. He has not done a great job. He did not do what Kevin Owens did last year with Stone Cold Steve Austin and make me excited for a match. I'm excited because, hey, we get John Cena back again. That's always a positive. But Theory hasn't really sold me on this idea that this is a big deal. WWE definitely hasn't sold me on the idea that this is a big deal. So here we go. Week and a half out. John Cena showed up one time to build this match. Cena showed up one time to build this match. And we're going into WrestleMania 39 Hollywood. Supposed to be a big one. And this is what we got. Excitement level, a B. Expectation level, an A. I expect that John Cena comes out and puts on a show. I don't expect it to be a real long match. I expect it to be a little bit of a passing of the torch, but I think John Cena knows how to tell that kind of story, and John Cena can, at the end of the day, at least make the match fun. Make it exciting to watch, and he will do the best that he can to pass the torch over to Theory, who, once again, I still believe is a character that has devolved. Dude, I mean, I know everybody was so excited when Theory put the phone down, but he's just devolved. He's devolved because he really hasn't changed his personality that much. Yeah, he likes to get on TV and yell a little bit. He likes to look right into the camera and yell a little bit. But like his character still kind of has the same arrogant personality, and now he doesn't have the phone to make me laugh when he was taking selfies of people he beat. So I think I'd say Siri devolved. Excitement level B, expectation level is John Cena performs, and it's an A. Let's talk about Charlotte and Rhea Ripley here, okay? Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. So this past Monday night, Rhea Ripley got to take on Bayley. What was that? That's a test. That was a WWE test. Sometimes, you guys, we don't catch it, but I could smell it. I could smell it from a distance. That was a test. They're testing Rhea Ripley to see what kind of reaction Rhea Ripley can get as a babyface. Because right now, I don't think that you can call the Judgment Day necessarily babyface or heel. I think they're walking in that gray area where they could easily slide into either position. Like Dominic Mysterio is hated, but it's kind of the hate that we love, right? We love to hate a character like Dominic Mysterio because he's not taking himself seriously and it's fun. I think most people are undecided on Damian Priest. I think most people want to like Finn Balor. And I think for the most part, people want to like Rhea Ripley. So putting her in the ring against Bayley was a test to see, can Rhea Ripley be a babyface? So already going into this match, I kind of see, I think what's going to happen, and we're going to get a double flip, right? We're going to get, Charlotte is going to do something heelish, turn herself back to a natural heel because that's where Charlotte performs best. And this will put Rhea Ripley into a babyface position where by the end of that match at WrestleMania, the crowd will be cheering for Rhea Ripley. WWE knows this. They're prepared for it. And this is the right move. The aggression in this last promo on Friday Night SmackDown between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, I think it saved it a little bit for me. I was starting to lose a little interest, but I think they built up enough foundation with that kind of, the spite that the two have for each other that my excitement peaked back up to a B. I have a B level excitement for this match. Expectation level is a C. And this is because I've been tempered by people who tell me, go back and watch their previous match. Because for a while I was saying Rhea Ripley and Charlotte can't fail. This is, put this in the books. This is a done deal. And then a few people approached me and go, hey, did you watch the original? Honestly, I didn't. That was in one of the lapses of me watching wrestling. I didn't watch it. And I went back and watched it, and I see what they're talking about. It's not a guaranteed home run when you put Rhea Ripley and Charlotte in the ring. So expectation is a C. My excitement is a B, and my hope is that it's an A. Like, my hope for all of these is that we get A matches. I guess I hope that nothing's worse than a B. I know everything can't be A+, but I hope that every match is at least a B, but I have to be realistic with my excitement and my expectation. So let's talk about the sleeper match of the night at WrestleMania. Sheamus, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre. This has all of the makings of being the match that steals the card. This has all of the makings of the match that WWE places oddly in the middle of night one, and it's the only thing people are talking about going into night two. Like, it has all of that ability. This is the type of match you could start WrestleMania off with, and it would suck all of the energy out of the building because it would be so good and it would just feel like a decline from there. So they've got to be very careful where they put Sheamus, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre. Sleeper match of the week, of the weekend. Mark my words, this will be one of the biggest matches people are talking about coming out of WrestleMania because of the physicality. All three of these guys are willing to take a massive beating in order to get over with the crowd. I'm not going to put in my official prediction, but this feels like this is the Sheamus moment where he can probably pin Drew McIntyre, win the Intercontinental title, and Drew and Sheamus can continue a story going forward. And it's time to set Gunther up for the big leagues. Like, it's time. Gunther's on that level. So this seems like a smooth transition at WrestleMania, and it feels like one that Sheamus could come out of as a Grand Slam champion. Sleeper match, excitement level is an A. Expectation level, A+. I expect this to most likely be my favorite match coming out of WrestleMania. So let's transition from that to Omas versus Brock Lesnar. Okay? And unless there is a swerve of Bobby Lashley proportions, this is absolutely maybe my least favorite WrestleMania match that I'm going to witness of all time. That's my expectation, or that's my excitement. F level excitement. It's a bathroom break. Like, I get it. Like, I guess we're supposed to be sold on this idea that Brock's probably going to F5 Omas. All right, cool. Didn't have to happen at WrestleMania. I'm hoping that there's a backup plan. I'm hoping that this is the reformation of the Hurt Business. I'm hoping that Bobby Lashley attacks Omas on his way to the ring. I'm hoping they have a plan B and this has all been a swerve, but I kind of smell this as this is Vince McMahon kind of putting his stamp on WrestleMania 39. Excitement level for Omas and Brock Lesnar, F. Expectation level, D, because maybe they've got something up their sleeve, and I'm not going to completely just shit on this yet, but somebody tell me what there is to be excited for. We had so many other possibilities for someone like Brock Lesnar and Omas. I said this last week. Even let's say Omas wins this match. He's not going to be a world champion in the next 2 years. So what is the real benefit? You're not putting a world title on Omas in the next 2 years. There's absolutely no way. There's way too many other people who are deserving of that title. So what is the benefit here? I guess you create a spectacle that you can parade out at big events and I guess if you look at it maybe from little kids' point of view, Omas is this big scary giant, but for the core 18 to 30 audience, nobody's sold on Omas. All right, let's talk about Edge and Finn Balor, Hell in the Cell match. This is long-term storytelling paying off. This is where, all right, we got it right, WWE. Everybody says I'm negative. I talk shit about everything. Nothing bad to say. You can't say, I call it like I see it. And this was what it should be. It's exactly right. They've built this up long-term since the beginning of the Judgment Day. They've kept these guys close enough, but yet far enough away that it feels like a fresh match. They didn't make these guys wrestle each other 400 times. We got a couple matches where they were in the ring together, but it never really felt like a program had started until now. I think that Damian Priest is going to need some kind of involvement, whether it be in this match or just some kind of WrestleMania moment, whether an Andre the Giant Battle Royal would be fine. But I think that this is going to set the tone for the Judgment Day, this match. I would like to see this match open up WrestleMania. I would like to see this be the first match. Cameras turn on, the cage is already down, and we jump right into WrestleMania with Edge and Finn Balor, Hell in a Cell, and we set the momentum for the rest of the weekend for the Judgment Day with Finn Balor going over Edge. I like it. I like it. My excitement level, B plus if I had to say it. My expectation level, this is going to be an A level match. And it's B plus because I'm just not particularly fond of either one of these wrestlers. I've never been like a huge Finn Balor guy. I see the novelty. I see the talent. I see how good he is. I am not sold on everybody else who says that every Finn Balor match is just God tier match. I don't think so. I think I've watched a lot of Finn Balor matches that I've yawned my way through. I think that Edge, amazing wrestler, but I like certain guys just get to a certain age where there's not a lot left for them, and I think I lose interest in that. And that's my own like personal fault, but I lose a little bit of interest in like the idea of, what does Edge have left? He's probably not going to win a world title. So it is just a few of these like tying up loose ends and heading towards retirement. But because of that, my excitement just goes from an A to a B, but my expectation is an A. This is going to be high level. Could sneak up on my Sheamus, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre prediction and could end up being the match that everybody comes out of WrestleMania talking about. All right, let's talk about Damage Control versus Lita, Trish, and Becky. Anybody who's watched this show knows I am absolutely over the top ecstatic about this match. No, I mean, this match 100% is for name value. It's so they could get the name Lita, they could get the name Trish Stratus, they could tap into that old Attitude Era audience who goes, oh shit, they're wrestling again? And they come back to pay attention. This match makes absolutely no sense. Sasha Banks was right the whole time about the misuse of the tag team women's titles. The change of guard from Vince McMahon to Triple H did absolutely nothing. The women's tag team titles have been absolutely worthless. They've meant nothing. They've been defended maybe 3 times, maybe. And here we are going into WrestleMania, the biggest event of the year, and the women's tag team titles are hidden in a triple threat tag team match. This match should have been contested under the Freebird rules. And maybe if that rule doesn't apply to this, then make up a new rule. Like this match, the tag team titles, the same way they were in the New Day, should have been held by Becky, Trish, and Lita. And the tag team titles on the other side should have been held by Damage Control as a unit. It would give Bayley more purpose that if at any time any of the 3 could defend the titles, that would have made that more exciting. But instead, here we are, triple threat, 2 women who are out of the prime of their wrestling career. And that's not because of age. It's because they haven't done it in so long. And this is the match we're supposed to be excited about. Excitement level, D. Expectation level, F. I just don't think Lita and Trish Stratus have enough in the tank to really put on a high level WrestleMania. If this was on Extreme Rules, if this was on Backlash, if this was on mid-card of a just one-off premium live event, I could see getting behind it, being excited for this, but I can't with this. Like, everybody wants to be mad about 40 and 50-year-old male wrestlers coming back and getting their shot, like The Rock, Cena, Stone Cold, but they don't bat an eye when it's Trish Stratus or Lita. It's fucking hypocrites. Let's talk about Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. Look, man, Logan Paul has come in after kind of saying he didn't want to play the bad guy. He's embraced the heel persona. This has been the absolute best organic build with actual logical storytelling of any match heading into WrestleMania that isn't bloodline related. And when I talk about organic, I mean a match that was built in the last 3 months. It didn't have long-term storytelling like Dom and Ray. It didn't have long-term storytelling like Finn and Edge. It just had a regular build leading into WrestleMania. It's been perfect. Excitement level A, expectation level. I'm going to temper my expectations and go B on this only because how many times can Logan Paul get in there and like exceed expectations? And he's done it every time. So there's a good chance I'm wrong, but I just feel like at some point it's going to be a little bit glaringly clear that he's not a professional wrestler. And I feel like maybe this is the one. I don't know. We can talk about Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. This is one that 6 months ago I was very down. I've been down on Dominic Mysterio. Everybody knows my record. I was never a huge Dominic Mysterio fan until he decided that he wasn't going to be a tough guy, and he figured out that comedy was the role for him, and I've turned. I am on board of the Dominic Mysterio train. I love the decision to put Rey Mysterio into the Hall of Fame. I love this idea that Dom's kind of getting in that way. I love the idea that Dom has played around with the Eddie Guerrero rumors and conspiracies. I think everything about this has been booked correctly. I think Rey, even to the point of like Rey Mysterio not wanting to have the match, even though this match isn't confirmed yet, I think we know it's going to be confirmed. Perfect. Excitement level is an A. Expectation level, A. I'm good. I think that match is going to go over. So let's talk about the title contender matches. That's what I'm trying to say. That were announced just last week. Street Profits, Alpha Academy, Viking Raiders versus Strowman and Ricochet. And then we have a women's one that the wrestlers haven't been announced, right? Absolutely lazy fucking booking. That's what this is. This is, oh shit, we have to fill 2 nights of WrestleMania. Oh shit, we got to get more wrestlers onto the card. How many people? We could get 2, 4, 6. Oh, we could get 8 people in the ring at once. Well, if we do 2 of them, we get 16 more people in the ring. This is absolute garbage. There's no story to any of this. This is just thrown together, and then they go, well, these 2 teams will get a future tag team title. But that's cool. That's great. But just Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn get one just for the hell of it. Whatever. Doesn't make sense. Then we go to, so excitement level for those, F. Expectation level, C, because I think my boy Otis could do something. And I'm hoping that in the women's, that's just a setup for Ronda and Shayna to win the number 1 contendership spot. Bobby Lashley, Bray Wyatt. Is it canceled? Is it still on? What's going on? You're just not going to tell us. You're just going to act like we're fucking idiots. You're just not going to tell us. You're just going to go completely radio silent, not mention anything, and just not have this match. I'm getting the vibe that something's happened. There'll be a weird backstage moment with Bray Wyatt, and that's it. That's his involvement at WrestleMania. And I think that we can officially kind of put the stamp of notorious approval on the fact that I was right, and that it wasn't. Maybe I was a little wrong in the fact that I said by SummerSlam, but I think they don't know what to do with Bray Wyatt. They don't know they didn't know how to book Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt, so they panicked. Bray Wyatt possibly got upset. Bray Wyatt possibly injured. We'll never probably know, but what we know is this match is more than likely not happening, unfortunately. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in the Usos. This is my main event of the weekend. This is what I'm calling the main event of my WrestleMania. It's just probably not going to be the last match of the weekend, but this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm invested in. This is where my emotion, and this is the best story in all of professional wrestling for the last 8-9 months. This is it. This is the culmination of so many things coming together. This is Kevin Owens finally being allowed back into a relevant story. This is Sami Zayn, his story coming to a head. This is Jey Uso finally getting to kind of break free from Roman Reigns and have a moment. And this is my biggest event of WrestleMania. I'm not going to spill what I believe yet, but I think there's even deeper meaning to this matchup. Excitement level for KO and Sammy versus the Usos, A. Expectation level, A+++++. This thing is going to probably be emotional. This thing is probably going to be full of just, great wrestling from a casual point of view, from a hardcore point of view. This is going to be kind of the burn off of so much of what we've been invested in for the last year and a half. And then we go Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, the big one. This is the main event. This is what they tell us we're supposed to be excited to see. And to me, it still feels like the sideshow to the main story. It feels like this is an obligation that Roman Reigns has kind of had to step away and take care of. I thought that the last promo by Cody and Roman on Monday Night Raw definitely helped to guide the story back into the right direction, but still I don't like expectation or excitement level is a B. I'm excited. Like it's Cody and Roman. It's not the best they could have done. We could have had a better main event, but I'm B level excited. And my expectation is they put on a good match and they give us an A level match and that there's some kind of swerve or story element or something that I don't foresee happening, be it Jey Uso getting involved, be it Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, be it whatever happens. I believe that there's going to be more. This isn't just going to end at WrestleMania. So my expectation level is that we end with an A and we're all at least happy coming out of WrestleMania. So if you average all that out, take everything I talked about, average that all out, my excitement level for the weekend is a D. There's just a lot of bad matches that are pulling that down. I think if you cut the fat, easily one night of WrestleMania, my excitement level could have been an A. And if you average it all out, my expectation level is a B. And so, that seems pretty right on course with how I've kind of been talking about this for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Excitement level D, expectation level is a B.